What are you
I'm
drinking,
drinking.
Kai?
I'm going upscale. I'm having a Stone FML double IPA. Alcohol is 8.5% by volume. So, we'll see what it's like at the end of the pod. But I figured, what the hell, right? Going out to
Apple
dinner tonight as a
8%.
family.
Look out.
My son can drive. It's all good. So I don't care. I
Oh, how
don't care.
convenient for you.
Oh God, it's the greatest thing when your kids can drive. Life changing. Life changing.
Fantastic. Some
Yeah.
people
What
have
about you?
noticed
What you
in the
drinking?
YouTube live stream
What?
that I am not at home with my cat in the
Yes.
background. I am in the studio, which means that my drink had to be a little bit more basic because it was like what I could stick in my purse comfortably on the way in
Yeah.
today. So I'm having a rum and coke and keeping it, all the engineers, I'm
Nice.
keeping it far away from the mixing board over here. So don't yell at me.
Well,
And
part
then
of the
let's
reason I'm
see.
on my laptop, nobody needs to know this, but part of the reason I'm on my laptop is because of the second time in less than a year, I spilled liquid on my marketplace laptop, and the microphone doesn't work anymore. So that's why I'm on my iPad. Nobody
Okay,
tell marketplace
so
IT. How about that? Okay.
all right. So, what drinks do we have in the YouTube chat?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. You're gonna have
Somebody's
to do that.
drinking peppermint tea because they've had 2 glasses of wine already. No judgment. It's
Good
Friday.
start. Good start. Totally.
George Dickel, 15-year single barrel based Manhattan. Okay.
Wow. That's
Another
ambitious.
Winston Smith with another rum and coke, but with dark rum. I'm drinking white rum with mine. Everett has a protein shake, non alcoholic. Good for you being healthy. You go,
Yep.
Everett.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Totally.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
News? Yes.
Let's do it. Yeah. Why don't you go first?
So I've got another Washington story. I've really been fascinated, and I mentioned this a couple weeks ago with all the developments on the various investigations into President Trump. And today there's been this ongoing fight between Trump and the National Archives
National Archives.
over
Yeah.
documents that he took with him when he left the White House. Now, of course, you take your personal effects when you leave the White House, but there are a lot of things that you're just not allowed to take, like gifts that you may have received, important documents that, talk about what you did while you were
Mm-hmm.
president. It's kind of a felony to do that, to take that away, or
Kind
at
of.
least a
Kind
federal
of.
offense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
no, look, I
so
mean, people who were not Donald Trump over the years have lost their careers and their jobs over doing exactly this. It's not a joke.
right. And in particular, today the news came out the National Archives confirmed that some of the
Yeah.
documents that they had to basically threaten to sue or file charges against Trump to get back. And so they went down to Mar-a-Lago and they got a bunch of these document backs. They confirmed today that some of the documents that they retrieved were classified
Right.
documents. And yes, some people in the chat mentioned that there was some reporting from Maggie Haberman that he allegedly flushed some documents down the
Yep.
toilet while he was in
Yep.
the White House. And so, like you said, Kai, some people lose their careers
Uh,
over
if
mishandling
if
classified information. So I'm really not shocked
if
by the story, but
no,
shocked that it's so brazen, I guess.
yeah, if I had done this when I was in government service with the security clearance I had, which was it was a significant security clearance, I'd have gone to jail. I'd have gone to freaking jail. You know. Um. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't get
And so the
it.
question is, what will happen now? Are they going to file charges,
Bupkis, bupkis, bupkis.
And that's
Nothing's going
not
to
great
happen
for
as a
rule of
result of
law.
this. No,
That's
no, it's
not great
not.
for rule
No,
of
it's
law.
not. No, it's not. Although, just as long as we're on the former president's legal troubles, it's worth pointing out what happened in New York yesterday, where Attorney General Letitia James is going after the Trump organization for, among other things, Trump inflating the value of his holdings in trying to get some loans, and for Ivanka doing some other things. And the judge, in a case in which Ivanka and Don Jr. and the former president said, no, 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 we don't have to testify. The judge, in fact, said, yes, you do. And you have to do it in 21 days or less.
Mhm.
So, there will be an appeal, of course, but the trials and tribulations of Donald Trump and the Trump organization are nowhere near over, even though
Mm-mm.
he's doing all this other stuff on the side in terms of stealing classified documents, right? I mean, that's kind of what he did.
And don't forget
You
the
know?
launch of the NFTs that, according to some reporting, are being
Oh
purchased
my God.
back by
Yeah,
some people close to the
that's a
Trump
whole thing.
campaign. Anyway,
We will put we will put that NFT thing on the story page because it's on the show page because that's a banana pants story. Truly it is.
aw, banana pants,
A
Molly.
little Molly shout out. Well, so I'm wearing my sorry. Let me just do this. This is gonna make all you
Are you
YouTubers
wearing
crazy.
the banana pants?
No, I'm not.
No.
Do I have a
Oh.
banana shirt on? Wait, hold on. Oh wait, I do. No, I don't. No, my banana pants thing never fit. That was the thing. They never fit. They were came up to like my armpits. But wait. So first of all, I'm wearing, and Melody Perkins got me this
Stock market,
sweatshirt as a
not
one
the
of a kind.
economy. Very
Stock
nice.
market is not the economy. It's a one-off.
Mhm.
But also part of the swag we got that was available. I mean, it wasn't just me, was
Mhm.
the shirt,
The banana
banana
shirt.
shirt. It's a
I
banana
got the
shirt.
sweatshirt that had the
So there you
Marketplace
go.
logo with the headphones on
Yeah.
it, and I got it like
Yeah.
XXL, so I use it as a sleeping shirt, but I do have a little bit of
Perfect.
swag. Do you remember
There you go.
these?
Pint glasses. Oh yes, of course. Oh no, what is that one? Oh my
This is the
God.
25th anniversary pint glass. We
Yeah.
had some of
Holy
these in
cow,
the
I didn't even look
bureau.
at
It
those.
has, like, all sorts of languages on it for cheers and salute and sante and
Nice.
whatever. Yeah,
Nice. That's awesome.
some archival
Uh
swag. All right, your
archival
news.
swag. That's
Go
right.
ahead.
I've got my copy A glass too. So
Mm,
my news. One serious one and two less serious. Actually, they're all kind of serious. Number
mm,
one, and I'll zip through these first two. Number one, if you haven't, look, it is not easy watching. It's not like gory or anything, but it's just emotionally really troubling. The video from the Olympics yesterday and the women's figure skating and the absolute tragedy and just brutality that was with the 15-year-old Russian girl and having, we believe, been given drugs and competing anyway, and the whole thing. It was a mess. But the aftermath immediately after the standings were known was horrible to watch on television. I did watch it because I wanted to see it and be able to talk about it, but it's
mm.
terrible. And I think if the International Olympic Committee doesn't wake up and smell the roses, it's actually just really bad for the future of sport. I just wanted to throw it out there. It really troubled me. Um,
I haven't watched it, but I read the description, and I feel so sorry for
it was
those
horrible.
girls.
It was horrible. It was horrible. They're
Yeah,
kids. They're 15 years, 16, 17 years old. It was all just terrible. So that's number one. Number two, there ain't gonna be no baseball this year, kids. I am here to tell you, there ain't gonna be no baseball. There's a lockout. There's been a lockout by the owners of the Players Association since December. Pitchers and catchers were supposed to report this week. They have not. They had a meeting either yesterday or today. I forget when it was. Lasted 15 minutes between the Players Union and the owners. There ain't gonna be no baseball this year. And I think people just need to wrap their brains around that. People need to wrap their brains around that.
I have not been
So,
following this story. I didn't realize it was that
oh
serious.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Baseball is going to go away. Baseball is going to go away. And look, I'm not a huge baseball fan until we get to the World Series or like late stage playoffs. But it's really sad. It's a tragedy. A lot of people put a lot of time and effort and energy emotionally into this. And it's going to be really sad for them because people are fundamentally getting greedy. People are getting greedy, you know? And then, of course,
I'm sorry.
the
I'm
last
laughing because Chris
what
SW says, "Wow, St.
what
Louis is not going to recover." True. What will we do?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Go Cards. Um, Last thing, and I want to just remark on this. It's overwhelmingly likely now that there's going to be a land war in Europe. And that, first of all, is insane. Second of all, it upends 70, almost 80 years of really hard work by the Western allies in maintaining the peace. And it's really hard work, and it's now going to all come a cropper. Um, the president of the United States said today, within the next several days, and that to me is just mind-boggling. It's just
although,
extraordinary.
although he also did say the administration did say in the coming days last week. So
Yeah, that's true. They did that is fair, but one does get the impression, based on the troop buildups, I think we're at like 160,000 Russian troops now around Belarus, and last weekend it was like 100,000. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing. Just
Yeah.
extraordinary. Okay. That's
Ugh,
enough of that.
there's
Shall we?
no
I don't
nice
even,
way to
I,
transition to the game.
no, there is no nice way. So we're just going to do it. I would say, Drew, go ahead, but oh no, I can't because clearly it's not Drew. We'll see. Yes.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say you knew who it was, Kai.
No, I didn't.
No, Donna Tam.
Donna.
I did not. I did not.
Donna!
Or Kimberly.
That's
I thought for
awesome.
sure
That's
Kimberly
awesome.
would have got me.
Well, I mean, but you're in the Zoom all the time. I didn't think it was anything unusual, but
Oh
hi,
Ohio.
my
Donna.
God. To
For,
what do we
letting me crash.
Oh goodness.
All right. Well, you're up, pal. If
mean,
you
I'm
wanna
gonna
step
try
into the big
here.
shoes, you got to do the
Yeah.
job. There you go.
You're right, man. You're right. I've got myself in a pickle here because I'm not Drew, that's for sure. Well, we can go with the first
Yeah.
topic then. Alaska Airlines
Mhm.
Okay.
flight passes.
Oh, I saw that. That was really interesting.
I did not.
Okay,
What's
so
the story?
this is Alaska Airlines is offering like a monthly subscription for a set number of flights. I don't know the exact number, but it's basically this idea if you're regularly flying on the airline, you can pay a set fee and do that instead of paying per ticket that, may fluctuate and you don't know how much it's going to be on a given point in time. But apparently, like one of the major corridors from somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think like Anchorage to Seattle is like not included. I'm not
Oh,
exactly
well,
sure.
come on, man.
But so I'm gonna go half full on this because for the people who regularly fly, I can see it making a difference. And you don't want to get caught up in the vagaries of pricing, but no business does this kind of thing unless they know they're going to make money off of it. And so I don't know that it's actually going to save anybody any money, but I also think it's interesting. And I'm going half full because I'm interested in the idea of the subscription model entering the airline industry. And I'm fascinated to see what that will turn into.
I agree with everything Kimberly said. Chuck that up. Done.
Thanks.
Okay, Donna, you're up.
All right.
Let's move briskly along here, kiddo. Come on.
So I'm sorry.
Got to move this game along.
I'm really not doing this on my first try here. So the next topic is Disney residential communities.
Why? I don't know the story, but why? Kimberly,
so I have a story, but I don't know what the news peg is, but I have a story about this.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. I'm in. Go ahead.
Okay. So I guess we had a story about Disney residential communities. Let me just click on that really quickly before I say my story. So when I was in high school, I went to Disney World with a friend. This is a lengthy amount of time ago. We don't need to get into the numbers as you've learned not to do that, Kai. But when we were there, they were marketing this Disney community nearby in Florida that was supposed to be like all Disney all the time. You had houses, you had schools, you had a little community like center and all this thing. And the community went bust years later. And so like they sold all these houses and promised all these amenities, and apparently it did not go well. So now I'm looking, CNN has a story. I guess they're trying this again. Oh, right. So now they're trying it again to create multiple residential neighborhoods across the United States, the first of which is expected to break ground this year in Rancho Mirage, California.
California, of course, yes.
Yeah. So I'm actually all the way empty on like themed
100%.
neighborhoods.
The needle is on E, absolutely. And I think it's going to be a bad business venture for Disney as well. I mean, I'm sure very smart people have thought this through and done the modeling, but hard pass.
I'll be interested in what they learned from their failed experiment in Florida.
Right.
And how that translated into what this is. But
Failing is
Yes.
learning.
Thank you, Natalie, in the chat. I'm talking about Celebration, Florida. Yes, that's what it was. Oh, and someone else points out, what about Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville communities? You can't build them fast enough. So, maybe there's a model where it works with margaritas.
Okay. All right. Margaritas. Donna, number 3, please. Margaritas. Wasting away again, a margarita. Anyway.
I'm just gonna give you enough time to finish that song. That's great, Kai.
Donna. No.
Okay. The next one is business comfort
salt.
club.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. What?
All
Oh,
the way
business
full.
comfort. So I had a conversation this week with Elizabeth Spalding, the CEO of Stitch Fix, and apparently we have gone from suit and tie and proper business attire and women, dressing for the office as well, to business casual, and now we're in business comfort after this pandemic. And that's like athleisure, except with a vaguely professional tint to it. I don't know. I should tell you, I went into the office today wearing this sweatshirt, a pair of running shorts, and sneakers, and a pair of socks. So I'm no one to talk. But all right, so look, I'm nobody's idea of a fashion plate. But
No.
I think dressing professionally is a good thing. I think it feels nice to get dressed up, although I don't do it a lot. And I think I'm opposed to business comfort. That's where I come down. I'm half empty on business comfort. Sorry to walk you through my thought process.
That's okay. I'm all the way full because I am one of those people who redid my wardrobe during the pandemic for business comfortable or comfort, whatever you called it. Like this shirt that I'm wearing that I got, it's machine washable. It goes in the dryer, but it's also a button up and it's very comfy. And I'm absolutely wearing it with leggings that could probably pass as dress pants. And I am here for it and happy to stay in these clothes for the rest of my life. Well, probably not leggings for the rest of my life. I doubt anybody wants to see that, but I like it all the way full. Next.
Noted. Next. Oh man, that was a good comeback.
All right, next topic is the
Donna.
Fresh Prince reboot.
Oh, I'm so intrigued by this. I'm so intrigued. I'm all the way full. I think it's going to be really good. I haven't read any reviews. I know nothing about it. I've seen the trailers. All the way full.
I don't know. I haven't watched the previews, haven't seen the reviews. I just always get terrified when they touch something so beloved.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, I'm like going through the entire lyrics of the intro in my head right now. And I'm like, what can be better than that? And like,
God.
are they still going to throw?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my days, chilling out, peace, all relaxed, and all cool, and all shooting people outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Oh my God. Yeah. What I was going to say when I cut you off was, wait a minute, you know all the words? Holy cow. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So it's like,
right.
it's so beloved. It's so precious to me. And like, I don't know. Like, I want to believe it's going to be wonderful and great, but I also am a little bit afraid. So I'm going to go just halvesies without any kind of lean.
There you go. All right. That's fair. I don't think that's been explored. Do we have one more, Donna, or is that it?
Yeah, we do. But first of all, Kimberly, that was amazing.
That was
and I
awesome,
didn't even get all the way to the end, I should say. I do know all the words, but go ahead. We're running out of time here.
Wow.
Not really.
The last topic,
but whatevs.
It's all
the
our
last
time.
topic here is MetaMates.
Oh my God. So Mark Zuckerberg had an all-staff meeting at his company, which is now Meta Holdings, which includes Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp and whatever else they bought. Anyway, so he rolled out the new slogan for the company, which is Meta, MetaMates, and me, which is to say that the people who work at Facebook, instead of being team members or associates or colleagues or people who work at Marketplace or whatever, is now Metamates. And no, half empty. That's where I am.
It reminds me of that scene from Mean Girls where it's like, stop trying to make fetch a thing.
Yes.
All
That.
the way empty.
Totally. Oh my God.
Oh.
Yes. Oh,
Good
Donna
job,
Tam, you're
Donna.
awesome.
Well
Thank you for
done.
climbing on the Zoom, Donna. That was great. With all you have going on, it's very cool.
Yay,
You had a minute to come with us. We
Donna.
really appreciate it.
Well,
stuff.
I'm never doing that again because that's really hard. I don't know how you guys do your job.
You just don't think, just talk. It's not hard. All right. We are
It's hard.
There's the music. We are done. Before we leave, couple of things. Number one, still time to sign up for our newsletter and also get a chance to win that signed t-shirt of me in a car 25 years ago, Cutlass 442 convertible, red with a white top. Biggest mistake I ever made was selling. Well, no, that's not the biggest mistake I ever made, but it's like top 3.
I was about to say, if
was
that's the
selling that
biggest,
car.
good job.
Well, I am not joking when I say top 3. Number 1 was there was a woman involved. Number 2 was a financial thing, and number 3 was that car. That's God's honest truth. Anyway, go to marketplace.org, click on the banner up at the top. There's going to be a link, of course, in the show notes. Deadline to sign up is February 28th. You can be the Make Me Smart newsletter or any marketplace newsletter at all. Once again, it's a signed, and look, this is Bridget Bodner's language, not mine. It's a vintage Kai t-shirt. I frankly think Kai is vintage enough already without the t-shirt, but that's a whole different thing. Anyway, all right, I'm done. Stop me, please.
Regardless, we'd love for you to sign up for the newsletter. Ellen works really hard on it, along with several other folks. We all sort of have this Slack channel where we send in ideas for the newsletter, and we get excited as to whose ideas actually get picked to go in the newsletter. So please sign up. But yes, that is it for us for today. We are off on Monday. Well, sort of off. We're off for Make Me Smart, but
yes,
you know.
Kimberly's working my job, so thank you for that, by the way.
You're welcome. Enjoy your time off because it will be President's Day, but we are back on Tuesday with a deep dive into some of the problems with the way that we do credit scores in this country. And we'll be talking about some potential solutions. So we hope that you will join us for that.
The problems, by the way, are myriad with the way we do credit scores in this country. If you've got questions, by the way, moving on about, we're moving to next Wednesday now. If you've got questions about inflation, comments, or actually an answer to the Make Me Smart question, what is something you thought you knew, you later found out you were wrong about, email us at makemesmart@marketplace.org. Leave us a voice message if you like, 508-827-6278, 508-UB-SMART. Those are all letters, by the way, as Sam Fields pointed out, UB-SMART.
People are asking in the YouTube chat if the shirt is real or just an NFT.
Right?
Make Me Smart
if it was
is
an NFT,
produced
I'd be
by...
making some money off it. I just said so.
Make Me Smart is produced by Marissa Cabrera and Mark Hay Green. Our intern is Tiffany Bowie. Today's episode was engineered by Charlton Thorpe. The senior producer is Bridget Bodner.
The team behind our game, Half Full, Half Empty, is Stephen Bion, who does all of the video for us. Mel Rosenberg, also Emily McCune. The theme music, oh my God, I have to stop now, sorry. Theme music for Half Full, Half Empty was written by Drew Jostad, who clearly has the day off. Director of On Demand is our one and only host of Half Full, Half Empty today, Donna Tan.
Woot woot.
Yay, Donna. There we go.
I should also
Look at that.
mention
I outspoke the music. What?
Some people also did had some comments about you being vintage on your own, but I don't need to read all of them.
I know. Look, I just stop, will you? Looking directly into the camera, he says, stop.